What's up, guys? This is going to be the Turbo Viper build, Viper truck build. But, alright, let's just... So, we're going to talk about the build and the plan for my 04 Ram SRT10. So, as you can see, going with a turbo, this is a Borg Warner SX400. It is a 95mm exhaust wheel, and then it's got a 75mm intake wheel. It's a T6 flange. It's a pretty big turbo. This is an 8.3 Viper V10 if you didn't know. And yeah, we'll just kind of go over what the plan is. This video is going to be a lot of talking, but what the idea is. Of course, I already got it mounted. I have the mount built, welded straight to my frame, if you can see. It's a solid mount you can stand on it, and there's the collector, of course. So let's go over the first thing. We'll talk about exhaust. So exhaust, we're going to keep the stock style of how the exhaust is ran, but it's going to swoop underneath, come down, come up right through here, and meet in the collector both sides. So we're going to get a pair of shorties for it, and then all the exhaust will be a custom fab 2.5 inch all the way from the headers to the collector of the turbo. And then from the outside turbo, we're going to have a 5-inch down that's going to come right along here and down under the frame and connect to, I already have 3-inch straight pipe over the axle and everything, so it's going to go be from a single 5 to a dual 3-inch all the way back. No mufflers. The only muffler will be the turbo itself. Intake side, going to be running, well, we'll talk about air filter. This comes out, we're going to run a big cone air filter inside of here. We'll clock the turbo. It's just set, it's C-clamp to the collector right now. But we're going to clock the turbo, so this is face down. And we're going to have a nice big, probably Mishimoto air-to-air intercooler up here. And it's going to swoop underneath through here. And it's gonna, this is kind of gonna be the hard part, to sneak it up. I'm gonna have it sneak it up and into the throttle body. But yeah, get ready for more videos of the build. Right now, relocating the stock oil cooler because of the exhaust gonna be running right here. It'll be right in the way. And yeah, that will be the turbo Viper truck build. If there's anything else that I'm not showing, please say. The turbo size, motor size, yes, we're going to run a stock motor for now. We're only going to run about 5 to 6 psi. Keep it around 600 wheel horsepower, hopefully. But that's the plan, at least. So we'll start with relocating the oil cooler. Usually the oil cooler sits right here, but since my exhaust is going to be coming to my collector right here, I want to scoot it over a little bit. So we're actually going to just flip it over to the side here and build a custom bracket from here to here. And then we'll build an aluminum heat shield too to try to keep all this from getting too hot from the exhaust being right here. All this exhaust is going to be wrapped with exhaust wrap, that fiberglass wrap that's supposed to keep it cool. So hopefully we'll be good. Otherwise, aluminum heat shields will be a must on this one. So here's your factory oil cooler mount. It's steel, it's thick, probably 1/8 inch. We're going to build it out of 1/8 inch aluminum instead that I got. I do TIG weld, 220, oh, I learned how to TIG weld on 110, what a joke. 220 is where it's at. This is the first time TIG weld on 220, and this is the bracket I came up with. Welds aren't perfect, it's freaking hot, but it's pretty good for only being TIG welding maybe a month, not even. Self-taught, I don't know, I've been welding for a while. TIG welding is new to me. Yeah, there's a bracket. Now we'll let it cool down and then we'll install it. So there's the mount, there's the relocation mount, the big aluminum mount I built. Yeah, that's pretty much a mount to hold the oil cooler. But here's the mount for the turbo. It's 1/8 inch. I think 1 inch by 1 inch angle that's welded to the frame, and then it's welded to a 90-degree piece that holds the collector, which has 2 extra bolt holds to hold it in place. I can stand on that mount. That is not going anywhere. Here's top view of the oil cooler. yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. Next video will be probably running the exhaust from the back of the manifolds up to here with the 2.5 inch pipe. So yeah, turbo's coming along, Turbo Viper. So if you have any questions, please comment. Subscribe would be cool. And yeah, stay in touch. We'll see the Turbo Viper build be built. It will be drag raced. It will be street raced. Or I mean, driven on the street legally, going the legal speed limit. Legal speed limit.